Cool, mahal.
Yeah, we're in the same place because we're continuing our conversation from the last time. I hope you checked out our last one. If you're new to this video, this is a continuation. We're talking about places and things and cultural ideas and experiences here when you're trying to plan a trip to the Philippines. What to do, where to go, what activities should I get involved in, and so on, like what's available to me. Now, number one, you should check out her classes because she talks about all these things. Well, actually, whatever question you have, she'll try her best to answer. And she's getting more and more foreigners every day. She's got a little schedule now. She only charges $5 and you get 20 minutes and you can book 2 classes, 3 classes, you know, so many a day, every week, whatever you want to do. So check her out. She's got the answers for you. But today's video, talking about the cultural and local experience. What local festival would you say you love the most, and tell me why? Maybe give somebody an idea.
Since I came from Bukidnon, of course I love Sinulog. No, not Sinulog. Kaamulan Festival. It's similar. It's similar to Sinulog, but Sinulog are more extravagant than Kaamulan.
Sinulog, that's here in Cebu, right?
Yes, in Cebu.
Right. What you're talking about is in Bukidnon.
Yeah, in Bukidnon we have Kaamulan, and the celebration is 1 month. Yeah, you can see a lot of local product. Yes. And also, there's a lot of activities, band activities, street dancing, just like in Sinulog. But Sinulog is really, really expensive. Yeah, if you really want to come here in Cebu, you can book hotel near in the city of Cebu. Yeah, and also you can book maybe a year before you come here, because like 6 months before the Sinulog, it will be held on every January. All the hotels are full.
Wow. So
yes,
book in
and
advance.
all the hotels are expensive. Yes, and expect more traffic.
Okay. Well.
Yes, because people are just coming here in Cebu just because of that celebration.
So kind of a follow-up question is, like, is there a tradition or activity that visitors often miss out on? Like, that's one that they didn't know about, they miss out on, right? Is there another, like, tradition or activity that visitors often miss out on here in Philippines
the Sinulog one.
They miss out on that one a lot?
Yeah.
And the one down in Bukidnon too? Or just the Sinulog?
Yeah, Sinulog, Kaamulan, there's a lot. Even in Iloilo, the Ati-Atihan. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You're a wealth of information. Okay.
It's because it was discussed, guys. Since I know that kind of celebration, it was discussed during even elementary days. Elementary going to up to this time. Imagine, like, I'm already in 40s. Yeah, but still that kind of celebration is still existing.
I don't think you're in your 40s. You look like you're in your 20s. I think you're lying to me.
Oh, sorry guys, I'm 40.
I think you're 20. Yeah. So turning the corner a little bit, what's a must-try food or delicacy, like in your hometown, or maybe just in general? What's a must-try food or delicacy? Maybe some foreigners would like to know that.
Try the lechon, because I'm from Mindanao, but most of especially in the northern part of the Philippines, they really want to try the sisig.
What is sisig?
Sisig is like it's a pork.
Cheeks,
pork.
I think. Yeah.
And then you know, my colleague before she is Ilocana, and then she really loved to cook sisig, and that's my first time to taste sisig. Yeah. And you know what is sisig that she's doing? It's like the fats of the pork. We don't throw the fatty parts of the pork, especially if we make soup or everything, like when it comes to pork, and then we will remove the parts, and then we will put that together until it's, and then, like,
does it bother you that you're eating pig cheeks? That's what it is, right? Pig cheeks.
Yeah, and then it's really yummy. Yeah, the way she cook it, it's really yummy.
Yeah, a lot of people say it's really delicious. I've just not had it, but you love it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well,
I cannot eat that anymore because of my health.
yeah.
Yeah, I try
Yeah, you
to.
have to be careful. Yeah.
Yes,
with your health.
yes. Yeah.
Okay, now I noticed like even in your classes, I think you mentioned this, like your personal classes that you're having with foreigners, some of the guys already mentioned this question that I'm about to ask you. Like, are there any cultural do's and don'ts that they should know when traveling here?
Yes.
What are some do's and don'ts? Like a little tip. You don't have to give them all,
yeah.
but maybe one or two.
Especially if you are in front of the elderly, you have to say po and opo, or you can ask their hand and bless like this.
And it's so different, right?
Yes.
For me,
Yes.
it's so different.
It doesn't matter if you are not related, blood related. Yeah, because that's the sign of respect. And also, guys, hugging and biso-biso, it's not common here in the Philippines.
So what biso-biso is? Hugging?
Yeah, like this, cheek to cheek.
PDA.
That's a biso-biso. Yeah. It's not like that, especially if you want to travel here in the Philippines, in the province area. But you can do that in the city because people are more open-minded.
Ah,
Yes,
good
and
things
more.
to know.
Yes, and also, guys, if you are someone invited you to go in their house, please remove your shoes. You are not in the States.
And that's a big thing because, like,
It's really like
well, I guess I've adopted the American tradition of keeping your shoes on. But like where I
Yeah.
come from, people generally take your shoes
Yes.
off before you go
Yes.
into the person's house, like in the porch area. And that's a common thing where I'm from too. It's just that I've spent some time in the States as well. I kind of adopted their ways and left my shoes on ever since.
Yes, I know that some are they don't care because you are a foreigner. Yeah, but you know what? It's kind of like
Rude.
no, it's amazed like it's kind of like amazing that you're doing that for them, like removing your shoes.
Yeah,
because
but
that's a
I
kind
tried
of
doing it down
respect.
to your house, your mom's house, and you always say, no, put your
it's
shoes
okay.
back on. I'm like,
Yes.
I'm so confused, I'm conflicted.
No, it's really because we already know you and you're a part of the family.
So if you're part of the family, you can wear your dirty shoes.
We
kidding.
consider. Yeah, we
kidding.
consider.
Okay, another question. What's a uniquely Filipino experience you think everyone should try?
Try the jeepney ride and the Kalisa ride. Remember in Dumaguete that
Jeepney
there's
rides like this.
Yes.
Oh, ouch, ouch,
Yes.
ouch.
Especially in Dumaguete that there's a horse and then with the back like.
Oh, that
yeah.
was cool.
Yeah, try
Doesn't
that.
yeah.
Yeah, but you cannot see that everywhere. And also
You can see it
jeepney-
on our video if you go back and look through them because I
Yes.
videotaped it.
Yes, and when it comes to jeepney, it's
Bumpy.
all in Manila. Yeah, on Manila. Here you cannot. Maybe if you can see jeepney one or two. Yeah, because we're using the electric bus. Yes.
Yeah, they're switching over a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's a real.
Starting.
I don't think your country should do the switch over thing because the jeepneys are pretty iconic for here
Our
in the
lawmakers,
Philippines. Pretty cool.
our lawmakers also consider to retain that one because
Well,
that's
yeah.
our,
Yeah, if they listen to this no-name foreigner, I'd say keep your jeepneys because they're so cool.
Yes, when it comes to jeepney, it's always the Philippines, not the
Yeah.
other country.
Now I gotta say I don't love riding them myself because I'm 6'2" and I have to
Yeah.
bend over, and the long ones I gotta crawl right into because nobody really
And
wants
he
to
has
move
his
for
long
you.
leg,
My head all the time. This is really uncomfortable, but I still love them. I still think
and
they're cool.
and people will never give you ways like
No,
if
they'll
they're
make way.
Yeah, if the vacant seat is just near in the driver, you need to crawl. They will never consider you to move just to give you a proper seat
Yeah,
that
that
it's
happens a lot.
convenient to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
experience. I know it.
Yep.
And another thing, some people say they should suggest over here, it's kind of like a traditional thing, eating with your hands. Right?
Yes.
Which
yes.
really, when you think about it, it's not a big stretch for us. Because what do you do when you go to McDonald's and eat your burger?
Yeah,
you
always
use your
eat-
hands.
yeah.
What do you do sometimes if you go to KFC and eat chicken? You use your hands. So it's
Exactly.
not really a weird thing. But some people
Well-
think it's weird to eat with your hands. But
Because it's really weird to them that you use your hand in eating with rice.
yeah, that like
Yes.
the different kinds of food
Yes.
that we don't normally eat with our
Yeah.
hands. So people sometimes think it's weird. But still eating with your hands.
Yes.
Eat the chicken, eat the burger, eat the rice. A little different.
Yes.
That's some. So if you want to check out some adventure and activities, a question might be like, have you ever been hiking in the Philippines? You told me you didn't want to go on long walks anymore because you did too much hiking as a kid, right?
Yeah. It's really
I have the
tiring.
opposite of feeling. I love hiking and like just going for walks and stuff.
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry. Just like today, this morning, we woke up 6 o'clock in the morning, and
Went
then
for a
we decided
long walk.
to have a walk. And then we get down 7 o'clock, and the weather is nice.
Yeah.
We walk for, I guess,
40
from
minutes,
here
50
going
minutes
to
probably, or 60, an hour.
an hour
Yeah.
because we went to a Grand Gaisano, and it's really far. Yes, and then I told him that we'll ride the taxi when we go home because my legs is starting, in pain, and I still need to attend my son's graduation.
Yeah, you have to be careful
Yes.
not to hurt yourself or injure
Yeah.
yourself going to his graduation. So you
exactly.
have to be careful. So do you know any favorite trails? Maybe somebody might like to check out.
Mount Apo, but you need to have a tour guide.
Okay.
Yes, it's a mountain, and how is it like? Maybe somewhere in Luzon, there's a lot of mountain, there. Yeah, and also, yeah, it's like that. Or in Mount Pulag. Yes, yeah,
Okay. So several. She's suggesting several.
yes.
You want more details? Join her class. I keep promoting her class because it's so cool. These foreigners are calling, and there's other foreigners. They have a consultation link. They're just foreigners like me. Come over here and they just share their experience about being here. She's from here. She knows all the inside skinny. Talk to her. It's only $5 a class.
Yes,
Anyway, what's the
please.
best beach you've ever been to or maybe know about?
No, not. I never been to nice beaches here in the Philippines, but only of course,
Well,
I
you must
love to
know.
watch TV, so it's Boracay.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like
Yes.
the standard, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Boracay.
But in saying nice beaches, there's a lot of nice resorts, right? It
Yes.
doesn't have to be a beach. There's lots of nice
Yes.
resorts. When we're in Mindanao,
Yeah.
some of the prettiest resort areas.
Yeah, Samal Island.
Well,
Yeah, there's a nice beach there.
I just like the Nasuli Springs. How do you say it? Nasuli Springs?
Yeah.
It's just a little tiny. I don't know if it's really a resort or whatever. Is it a resort?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
a resort.
But I really like that. That was down
Yes.
in Bukidnon, Valencia
Yeah.
City area.
So in Visaya, there is Boracay, Palawan, and also some part here in Cebu. Yeah, especially the northern part, the southern part of Cebu. There's a lot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Mindanao, Samal Island, Camiguin Island, Dakak, Siargao.
That's a big one.
Yeah, there's a lot.
El
yes,
Nido, yeah.
yes,
You said El
yes.
Nido, right?
Yeah.
So do you enjoy, well, this is just a question I wrote down, but it's probably not really pertaining to you as such, but people who enjoy diving or snorkeling, what are maybe some great spots for diving or snorkeling? Because a lot of people like to come over here and do that, right?
Yeah, here in Cebu. Yeah,
Okay,
the Malbol is in Cebu.
okay.
Yeah, here.
Mobile.
Yeah.
So if you like that,
But
I don't
guys,
really
you
like it
have
myself. A
to
lot of
be
people do.
very careful because last week there is one Chinese visitor that they went to diving, and I think there is a malfunction of his oxygen. He died underwater.
Oh, that's tragic, man.
Yes, you have to be very careful.
But they do say you can swim with sardines and turtles. So if that's your thing, go swimming with a sardine and a turtle. That's what they say. So if you're in Manila, I know you did spend some time in Manila without me when back a while.
Yeah, but
so what's
I'm-
something fun to do in Manila, or maybe in your city or here, or something that you talk about?
You know
Doesn't have
what?
to be Manila.
You know what? In Manila, I'm just a little bit familiar only in Malate because that's the place of OFW. There's a lot of OFW there processing their papers.
Yeah.
Pedro Hill going back and forth, going to Ortigas because there's the DFA there. Yeah.
Some guy needs underwear? There's a guy walking by from the pool. Oh, it looks like he's in his underwear.
And then,
Oh.
and then I never been to BGC, but BGC is the place where
There's no helicopters. There's
Yeah.
one flying overhead right now. Might be a bit noisy for a second. Continue.
I can say that BGC, it seems like, what is that? Like,
Up-to-date shopping.
yeah.
Like
That's
a
the place
modern
where
shopping,
local
modern.
celebrities' favorite place to shop and favorite to walk, because all is clean and there's a lot of big buildings there.
Yeah. I think you were saying like one of your students that you had in class, one of the foreigners were saying he'd like a walkable city, right? That's
Yes.
one of the questions that came
Walkable
up, I
city.
think you said.
Yeah, but
And
expensive.
mentioned Manila.
Yes, BGC.
Yeah. So, that's something to think about. Are you looking for a walkable city? Maybe Manila, BGC is the area to start with.
Yes.
And that's a good way to think. When you come here, you got to start somewhere, right? So why not start? Like, that's kind of like my thought too. Like, if I didn't know you, like, I would start in an area that's more close to what I'm used to, like something like BGC, because it's modern. All your
modern.
amenities are
Yeah,
there,
it's modern,
walking
exactly.
distance, and then venture out little by little. Check it out while you're on the ground. That's a great way to start, especially if you're coming with nobody in mind.
It
to
seems
meet.
like a Las Vegas in Manila, the
Yeah.
BGC.
And likewise, if you want to come as like a step lower, it's here in Cebu, because we've been to like the business park and the IT park, and it's a similarity, not the same, but like a similarity, I guess you could say. Just nice big hotels and malls, shopping around you, and even where we are right here. I mean, we're a short drive from everything. We can actually walk to 2 or 3 malls here. We walk to them, and so on. So there's a lot of nice little places to check out if you're starting here first time. So I don't want to keep our video going too long, but this is some insights if you're making travel plans to the Philippines and you want some information. These are some suggestions, and you can get a whole lot more personalized suggestions by checking out her class. So I hope you do that along with the other foreigners. She's scheduling them in. She can schedule you in. Just contact her by the email Filipina. Just think Filipina
K1
K1
gmail.com.
at gmail.com.
God bless everyone.
God bless you.